Welcome, North Country fans, to the George Brendler Field here in Chazy on the 20th of September 2011 between the Lady Eagles of Chazy and the Lady Warriors of Willboro. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action tonight. Calvin Castine, the grandfather, the founding father of Hometown Cables, on the camera. And we still have the elusive Joe the Fish Poisson is not here again for 2 days in a row. But in fairness to Joe, Calvin, he's been sick, so we got to give him a pass on that.
I suppose, sickness, I guess. I think he's only allowed 3 sick days, so he better get back soon.
I don't know. You and I, we've been here with scratchy throats before, and we've worked our way through it. But Joe is still, for him, it's still like the minor leagues for him. He's got to work his way up to the big time, right, Calvin?
That's right.
I mean, he's no Gordy Little.
No.
And he's no Bob Venn.
No.
And we like to pick on Joe when he's not here because he's easy picking. But Chazy is into this Northern Soccer League. Now, this is really no different than last year for him because Willboro was in part of the MVAC. They played Chazy in the MVAC, so they both moved up into the Northern Soccer League 2 division. They're a little bit different because I think the girls also play Ticonderoga and Mariah,
yeah.
Which the boys don't.
Right, because they don't have teams.
Because they have football. The boys have football teams. Right. Okay. So it's Lindsay Hack. They're trying to clear the ball out, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be number 8, Hannah Bruno for Willboro, and she tries to get it on the foot of Renee Marcotte. Of course, Marcotte is a very familiar name in Willboro, Calvin.
All the way back to Ralph.
All the way back to Ralph, and somehow my guess is she's related to Ralph. Somehow, some way.
That'd be my guess.
And it goes off the leg of Bruno. So we have a throw in here for the Eagles. And Willboro won the flip, so they put Catherine Took into the in the sun. So good strategy there by the Warriors. And the ball goes off the head of Polomsky onto Kirsten Dorn. So Dorn has some nice speed there for the Lady Eagles. Some nice, and she gets a shot right off. And the goalie for it would be Stephanie Blanchard. She just got her hand off it and knocked it out of bounds. And I don't think she was expecting that shot by Dorn. So we have a corner kick here for the Eagles. And it will be, looks like Polomsky with the kick. Gets it into the box, pushes it back out to Polomsky. Nice play by Dorn. And Polomsky looking to serve it again. And now she's working her way in, keeps it on the ground, over to Megan Reynolds. Reynolds getting a shot off, and that goes wide left. So early on here in this game, Chazy showing some good ball movement, some nice hard shots, and it's a goal kick here for the Warriors with Serene Holland taking the kick here for Willboro.
I'd never complain, Joe, but boy, the mosquitoes have been miserable this last 10 days.
Well, if people have been watching this telecast since we've been taping this, every time we have to talk about these. They're small, and those are the babies of the condors that I've been seeing around.
And they pay no attention to your bug repellent.
No, I don't know what happened there. We had some really nice, smelly bug repellent. From Coach Karen Trombley. It wasn't that woodsman man type cutter. It was, I don't know,
it was off.
Stay so soft off or whatever. It smelled good.
Yeah.
But and
I expected
and the mosquitoes think so too.
I expected to attract the honeybees, not the mosquitoes.
Actually, it's not too bad at this point. I haven't seen you swap yourself in 15 seconds, so it's not bad. So Willboro controlling the play right now at midfield. It's Arnold, Allison Arnold. Sends it up, but it goes onto the foot of Alexis Gay. And she pushes it back over to Abby Snide, the freshman. Up to another freshman, Kinnan Latchmore. Over to Caitlin Lapierre, the senior captain for the Eagles. And she's been playing varsity for 5 years. I think she came up in her 8th grade year. It's her 5th year, definitely 4 years for sure. And it's Taylor Crowningshield with the ball, loses it over to Kirsten Dorn. She comes back into the open space over to Lindsay Hack. And Hack has Christina Emery to her left, but she sees an opening now. Nice play by Hack into the open spot. Emery will look to serve it. Nice serve, and it goes over everybody. And it is Latchmore chasing the ball down back in, trying to get it over to Polomsky, controlled by number 12, Allison Arnold, but taken away by Latchmore over to, it would have been the far side. I can't tell who that is. It was Caitlin Lapierre. And now there's a counterattack here by the Warriors. And a little give and go, but a little too far ahead, and it goes off on the far sideline. So it'll be a throw in here for the Eagles. And Abby Snide will take the throw in here. She's the right defensive fullback for the Eagles. And she gets it up, but it goes out of bounds, so it kind of slipped out of her hands. So we have a throw in here for the Warriors.
Do you recognize those officials, Joey?
I sure do. Here on the near sideline is the veteran Todd Lambert. And on the far sideline is Jamie Labarge. So 2 seasoned officials again here, but it seems like everybody we talked to now have been seasoned because they have a lot of veterans out there.
Yeah, well, usually when they ref the varsity, they've been around a while. They're 2 of Altona's finest.
Well, you know, I was joking with you before we went on camera. Thank God Altona's given us some officials here, because you have Dennis Labarge out from Altona. And I'm sure there's probably a couple more that I'm not thinking of right now.
Well, Sam Lajway and his son Dylan.
Dylan does this, officials too?
Yeah. And of course you got not from Altona, but from Northern Adirondack, the Kowalski brothers.
Right, the Kowalski brothers, from Line Mountain somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's more. I'm sure we just
the ones that come to our mind.
Right.
And it's Holland with the goal kick here for Willsboro onto the foot of Allison Arnold, but taken by Dorn. Dorn getting it over to Hannah Latour, or Hannah Lauren, I mean. And ball goes off the end line, and it's a corner kick. So nice job by Polomsky to get it off of Tiffany Trombley. So it's a corner kick here for Chazy on the far corner. And Calvin, the bugs are coming back to you.
Yes, they like me more than they like you.
Well, they're hovering around me too, but I'm going to put a double dose of that nice smelly bug spray. Short kick by Polomsky. But coming over is Megan Reynolds up in from the sweeper position. And she pushes it back. There's nice feed. And there's the head by Lapierre, and it goes off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for Willsboro. So some nice pressure right now, Calvin, by the Eagles on the Warriors.
They're keeping a steady little pressure on them, and as always, it's just a matter of time when that happens.
And that's exactly what I'm thinking. The game has been in the Willsboro end of the field here, at least for the first 7 minutes and 30 seconds here of the first half. And there's the throw-in down the line. Eagles trying to control, and it's Polomsky, far sideline. She's trying to work her way through. She slips down, and it's kicked out by Tiffany Trombley. And Willsboro with the ball sends it up, but it's controlled by Caitlin Lapierre over to Kirsten Dorn. Dorn comes over to Lindsay Hack. Hack will control. She works her way down, and she pushes it up over to Christina Emery. And Emery keeps it from going out, and she's working her way down the sideline. Sends it off, and it will work its way toward the end line, and goal kick as Hannah Lauren tried to get there in time, but it went off her leg out of the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Warriors. And it looks like Serene Holland will take the kick here for the Warriors.
Coach Trombley was up here in our booth last night for the boys' game. We invited her to coach from up here tonight, but I guess she decided not to.
Yeah, I don't understand that. We've got a big window. She can yell from up here.
Yeah.
And she probably has a better view. And there's a shot. Oh, it just gets by Lauren over at Lapierre. And, oh, nice feed by Caitlin Lapierre over to Kenan Latchmore, and Latchmore sends it over the net. Again, nice pass work by the Eagles. Very unselfish play by Caitlin Lapierre, giving it up over to Kenan Latchmore, but she couldn't find the back of the net. So another goal kick here for the Warriors.
Get the ball. That's it.
And handball was myth. Caitlin Lapierre knows it was, but they couldn't see it from that angle. And Lauren gets it over to Polomsky. And it comes back. And Abby Snide with the ball lets it go over to Polomsky. And Polomsky goes to the far sideline over to Latchmore. Latchmore has space, sends the shot in, and it goes wide of the net. She tried to serve it into the box, And another goal kick. I've been saying goal kick quite a bit here the first 10 minutes, Calvin.
Well, that means Chazy's kicking the ball over the end line.
Or they're putting a lot of pressure. And the ball is headed by Polomsky over to Lauren. Or actually Caitlin Lapierre, it looks like. And Doran steps up. Oh, cleared out by the defense, and it was Christina Emery was right there if it got by the defense. And we have substitution, so Amber Polomsky coming off, and freshman Rachel Pombrio heading back out. And I know I've said this before when we've taped this game, the Willsboro defense has to be aware of the speed of Pombrio. And it's Caitlin Lapierre. She pushes it back up to Snide. Snide goes center field, and it's controlled by Hannah Bruno. But quickly, Chazy collapses on her, and it's into the open space, and coming over for the Warriors is Renee Provost, and it goes off of Christina Emery, so it'll be a throw in here for Willsboro. And the ball kicked up by Swires. Swires gets it up. Stepping up is Hack. Hack pushes it back over to Megan Reynolds. Good talk by Reynolds. Switches it all the way over to Abby Snide. So Chazy switches the field. A lot of open space. Sends it up to Caitlin Lapierre. She one-times it up over to Kenan Latchmore. Latchmore sends it up into the middle of the field. It just gets by Hannah Lauren, and it's cleared up by the defense. But stepping up is Alexis Gay. She has it knocked away, but at midfield is Megan Reynolds. She goes to the far sideline over to Kenan Latchmore. She's being guarded by Andrea O'Hara. And O'Hara goes down, but she's up, so she's going to try walking it off. So it's nice to see her get up so quickly. And we have 28-24 to go. We do not have a score here on the 20th of September 2011 here in the George Brendler Field in Chazy between Willsboro and Chazy. It's a game that's been dominated by the Eagles here early, but they have not found the back of the net. Calvin Castine, the father of Hometown Cable, is on the camera tonight. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action, and we're minus Joe the Fish Poisson, who's home not feeling well. He's been under the weather the last couple days. And it's Reynolds back over to Hack. Hack gets it up over to Emery. Emery heels it back over to Reynolds, picked up by Hack. Hack chips it up, and Hannah Lauren is given a chase for the ball, being challenged by Sayward. Sayward kicks it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for Chazy. And it's Emery quickly gets it into Lauren. Lauren sends it to the box, and it's cleared out. Alexis Gay with the ball. She sends it back up to midfield to Megan Reynolds. Reynolds sends it over to Abby Snide, far sideline. Snide one-times it up over to Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre making some nice moves. Trying to find somebody, sends it over to Dorn. Dorn now working her way to the box. It's Dorn trying to get through. Dorn trying to get a shot off. Dorn rips a shot, and nice finish by Kirsten Dorn on a nice feed by senior captain Caitlin Lapierre to senior captain Kirsten Dorn. Chazy goes up 1-0 at the 12-minute, 55-second mark of the first half. And Calvin, we knew it was just a matter of time before they found the back of the net, and it was a nice play to make it work.
Yeah, it's the first of what I think will be many, though, before this game is in the books.
Possible, and we have a fairly nice crowd here tonight. We got the old Mickey Fries going. I don't see Mr. Khan himself over there. It looks like Dan Barrier is taking the role of Mickey Khan tonight. And Mickey, he gave that secret recipe only to a couple people. You can't buy these anywhere else at the George Brendler Field or any special occasion in Chazy that Mickey happens to be around. Then we'll have some Mickey Fries. And you've been really good this year, Calvin. Here's Emery. And she gets a shot off wide. I haven't seen you really indulge in any Mickey Fries.
I haven't had that yet, no.
And what's the story behind that? Are we being health conscious?
No, I just haven't had the opportunity here.
Well, you could be Heart Doctor Vic Castine's biggest fan if you start eating those things.
Yeah, well, I'll give it some thought.
Win it, Red.
I know last night I offered to bring some back for you, and you said no, and that led me to believe that you might be just trying to lead a healthier lifestyle.
No, I need both of my hands to swat mosquitoes.
That's a good point. And everybody's swatting down below there. We got Coach Trombley, we got the coach for Willboro. They're all kind of swatting mosquitoes right now. But you know, it's still a beautiful night for soccer, though. Yeah, minus the mosquitoes.
Yeah, but even like the refs at halftime, they're out there, they're running, and they're still getting bit by mosquitoes. So
yeah. And Calvin, as you know, I'll only be here for one half tonight. Yeah. I can't be here for the second half. I have a prior engagement. I'm still
appreciate you showing up for this half.
Well, you know, I didn't want to pull a puss on and have you expect me to not show up.
Yeah, well, I no longer expect Joe. It surprises me when he does show up.
Oh, you got to send this link to him. Yeah. He'll love all the respect we're giving him. Oh, here we go, Lauren. Oh, Lauren. Oh,
he showed up in Ellenburg last week, though.
He did. And Sean Rogers did nice. Did you ever get that game on?
No, I was there. Oh, there's a shot and a goal.
Wow.
A high one.
Was that Caitlin Lapierre from downtown? Sent that baby home. And now it's 2-0 Chazy. At the 15-19. And Hannah Lauren is credited with that assist over to Caitlin Lapierre. And that was at the 15-minute mark, 15-minute, like 19-second mark. So a nice job by the Eagles. They go up 2-0 here in this Northern Soccer League Division II rivalry. And like we said last year, Willsboro was in the MVAC, Chazy was in the MVAC. They played each other. And they usually have good battles. Right now, Chazy is the one controlling this play here early on.
Maybe we could talk about a former Willsboro player who's now on national television. Sophie Clark.
Sophie Clark, yeah, very good point. I'll tell you, I mean, we are big fans of Survivor. We watch it. We do. We watch it. Oh, yeah.
I've never watched it.
It's a family event at our house to watch Survivor. And I thought that was so cool that Sophie Clark was on there. And the first episode was last week, actually. And it was kind of neat because all the players are coming in, they're getting to know each other. And of course, I didn't know this, or how would I even know this? But she's a Russian major. So she tells the other castaways there that she's a Russian major. And there's one player, his name is Coach. And he's been on a couple times. He's quite a character. And he starts talking to her in Russian. And so I'm sitting there going, so he probably thought she was putting a line out there, right? Like she's like a Russian major, right? So she responds back to him in Russian. I'm going, wow, that was kind of funny. So for Sophie Clark, she got by the first immunity challenge, or the first, they go to the tribal council, and she survived that, so she doesn't have the distinction of being the first one voted out of Survivor. So I guess that part alone is a success. But she's, there's a nice feed in. But she'll be on tomorrow night, which of course you'll have this probably on the internet tomorrow, which is Wednesday.
21st.
And she'll be on tomorrow. And it makes the show that much more fun for us if we have somebody local that we can follow.
Yeah. Clark sisters, there were 3 of them at Willsboro, and they were excellent soccer players.
Matter of fact, Sophie was the MVP of the league her senior year. So it is, but I'm glad you brought that up. Of course, Sophie's home now, or if she's around. I mean, that was filmed earlier, so she's they're like sworn to secrecy. They can't say anything, and so it's got to be kind of neat for her to watch it and see how they edit it and all that stuff. Those cameras are on 24 hours. So we'll get back to the soccer game, but we do a little survive. See, on hometown cable, we talk about many things. And I don't think, if you go back to the history, Calvin, I don't think we've ever talked about Survivor.
Probably not.
We've talked about Samuel D. Champlain. We've talked about
Mickey Fries,
the Giroux cornfield out there. I mean, the Field of Dreams. We've talked about many, many things. And when Joe's here, he gets his political hat on. He tries to get political with us up here.
But we never budge, though.
We won't oblige him on that. we will stay neutral. And it is Willboro with 21 minutes here left in the first half, trailing 2-0, and finally into the offensive zone of Chazy. And Megan Reynolds chips it up, trying to find Emery. And nice pass by number 8 to Swires. She sends it into the box, and it's cleared out by Latchmore. And so some nice pressure here by the Warriors, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. But it was the first true offensive run here by the Willboro ladies, with 20 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the first half. It is a beautiful, beautiful night for soccer. Last night when we had Coach Trombley up here for the boys game, I told her I saw the long-range Doppler radar, Storm Tracker 5000, and it had showed rain for tonight around this time. And then I began to think, Calvin, that it was probably, I did see 6 o'clock, but it was more like 6 this morning. So I got the AM and PM mixed up, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I usually get AM and FM mixed up, but you get AM and PM.
I get AM and PM. And
it's when you get FM and PM mixed up that you're really
then that's really bad.
Yeah.
But it just goes, I have reading glasses. I got glasses. I got to wear them more often. I won't make those mistakes. So Coach was a little worried about tonight's game, if she might get soaked or not. And she's very happy she's not getting soaked, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to give like a quart of blood back-to-back days.
we donated last night, and you were donating blood.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
But mosquitoes are taking all they want from us.
Yep, yeah. Well, they got to go and reproduce, I guess, so they need some more blood. And we're going to probably call this the year of the mosquito. And
I hope this isn't important of things to be here in our country.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want it. And there's a shot on net. And it was a shot by Hannah Bruno.
I think what happened is we had that wet spring, and so we had a lot of mosquito eggs around, and we had a dry summer. Then it started to rain again. They all decided to come out at once.
And then Irene shows up.
Yeah.
And she casts her spell on us. And it's Pombrio. Pombrio trying to get by number 23, Swires.
Stay with her, stay with her.
Chips it up to the box, and Pombrio sends it back.
Out!
And Dawn. Oh, nice play by Lapeer, sending it back. And there's a shot toward the net by Latchmore, just out of the reach of Polomsky. And the goalie Blanchard comes off and gets the ball.
In the air.
And Calvin, I think my bug spray has officially worn off. So it lasted for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
In the air.
So I think we're going to be calling for Coach Trombley for some more of that bug juice up here.
You got to go get that ball in the air.
Our girls were using it quite...
Yeah, they're using it quite, yeah, they are. They certainly are. And here's Polomsky, rips a shot, and that goes side net. So goal kick here for the Warriors with 17:47 to go. So you trying to show them the bugs there, Calvin?
Yes.
Yeah, that we aren't just talking about it. That's actually. And again, maybe they can't even see the game. There's so many bugs in front of it.
Like a scene from the African Queen. I'm Humphrey Bogart, and you're Katharine Hepburn, I guess.
My voice has gotten a little deeper over the years, I guess.
Oh, she had a deep voice.
Well, you know what's funny? You look across, watch the fans. They're all swatting in front of their face.
They're not chatting. They're not clapping.
No, they're swatting the old mosquitoes here. So the Lady Eagles trying to extend their lead. They lead 2-0 here on this beautiful 20th day of September, minus the mosquitoes, against Willboro here in the George Brendler Field. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action offsides. It looks like on Pombrio. And the father of the hometown cable, Calvin Castine himself, is in the house tonight. Nice to have you here, Calvin.
Yeah, I'll be in Ellenburg tomorrow night, and hopefully the wind will be blowing.
Northeastern Ellenburg?
No, Elizabethtown.
E-Town, yeah, that'll be a good game.
Maybe green and gold against the green and gold.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
Northeastern doesn't have a game at home. Chazy doesn't have a game at home, so it gives me that opportunity to run up to Ellenburg and Thursday it's volleyball.
So how is it doing the game field level?
Well,
Not too bad.
just not as good. Not as good, but you know, that's the way I started.
Oh, that's true. And actually, a lot of places started building places up for you, so you'd have access, right?
Yeah, George Brendler was the first with the
The Eagles nest over there.
Calvin's coop.
And actually, you had back in those days, you had to climb a ladder, didn't you?
Well, the first one was really makeshift. It was just some stuff that he'd pieced together, and I'm not sure if OSHA would have approved of it.
Of course, you were younger back then.
That's right.
Oh, ladies! Oh, wow! They came so close, it just couldn't get into the range of somebody to strike it. So the Warriors dodged the bullet. Coach Trombley really wanted that extra goal there.
Well, she'll survive.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she'll be fine down there.
Yeah, she doesn't look too stressed.
No, she's beating that gum pretty well,
Yeah.
but.
Well, yes, I'm glad to. At first, the bugs weren't around you. I'm glad to see them sharing
Well,
time between the two of us.
you know.
A little time share going on.
Well, I'm glad you were thinking it, Calvin, because they listened to you, or they heard you thinking about it, or something, because they're coming over here.
Probably won't be as many bugs when you're playing pool tonight at the Weathercock.
No, that's true. So I still do some things that are competitive.
Yeah.
You know.
Being the fine athlete you are.
Oh yes. You know, we have to go in training about 3 months before the season starts. There's a lot of cardio there, you know, and you got to bend down, you got to pull that cue back.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot to it, Calvin.
Especially when you're braking. I mean, that's no easy.
No.
It takes a lot of energy.
Oh, there's a rip shot on the side. Well, it does. I mean, people don't realize the jolt your body takes as you take that stick and you hammer it through to that ball with the follow through.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it really is a chiropractic nightmare.
Yeah. Then when you're racking for the other guy, it's just the opposite. You got to be, you know.
Well, you got to deal with the emotions of losing the game, but yet you got to rack the ball, and that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you tape Jay Montpelier's
8-ball
A-balls championships down there, and they have that tournament.
But they have referees doing the racking though.
Yeah, well, like I said, it takes the stress off the player.
Yeah.
Because they got to have their game face on. Now, you asked me why I never play in that. Well, there could be a couple of stories you could buy into.
One is you have to win.
Well, one is I don't have enough time. Or the second story that you could buy into, I'm not good enough to make it there. So
you have to win. You can't just show. You have
to
win one of the
you have to earn your way there.
Yeah, you don't just show up and say, here I am in the finals.
So it really depends what camp you're involved in. The camp that Joey can't make it, or the camp that Joey really isn't that good.
I think Joey's awfully busy.
Okay. You are being so kind, because I guess you want me to come back for another day. Tuck with the kick here.
These mosquitoes stay here. I might go tape your
pool match. That'd be a first, too. First league match by Calvin. Well, you'd freak out the players if you showed up and wanted to start taping that. And it is, if you've been hearing me and Calvin Kabitzen here and just joining the show, it is the 20th of September 2011. We are in the mosquito-fested George Brendler Field here in Chazy. And Chazy leads Willboro 2-0 in the first half with 12:12 to go here. And we have substitutions coming in here for the Eagles. And the ball gets by Megan Reynolds, and Took comes off the line, and smart play by Took. So Catherine Took will work her way to the 18. Nice punt, far side, and Jory Cooper trying to get to the ball. And Alexis Gay with it. Gay gets by a couple players. Now she pushes it up over toward Cooper, and it's picked up by Caitlin Lapierre. Lapierre trying to get by the defense, but good play defensively by number 7, Trombley, sending it into the Chazy offensive end, and it looks like Willboro has a good contingent of fans here tonight, Calvin.
Yeah, there's a lot of red shirts out there.
I figured they aren't for the Plattsburgh Cardinals.
Yeah.
So And here comes
the St. Louis Cardinals.
And what's that?
No, the St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals, yeah. Okay, Latchmore getting a shot up. And it goes wide, just wide of the net. And Katie Tebow coming into the game. And Lindsay Hack off the field right now.
First two, go get it.
10:40 to go. And Calvin, I don't know if because of all these bugs, the half really seems taken forever to come to an end here. I mean, it's like watching water boil, watching that clock.
I don't know if I'd be better off outside ground level next half or not, because this is a safe haven, this little area here for the balls.
We shut the door too, so they want to get in here.
Yeah.
And what has it done it for us?
Maybe it's this window here.
It could be this. Yeah, could be that window. Oh, just wide. Pombrio just missed that goal.
I'm taping Hack swatting mosquito.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like we do.
Oh yeah. They're doing a cry. Everybody's just swatting. I didn't know you could produce that many mosquitoes.
No, there's not that many you kill. There's still just as many after that as there was before.
Oh yeah. After 2 days, we have officially 3 inches of mosquitoes that we're stepping on right now.
Good work, Brad. Way to stay with it.
I'm almost cheering for typical soccer weather when it's 30 degrees and windy out.
Yeah, I mean, I can warm, I can dress warm.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is a beautiful night tonight.
It is. It's great night. It's 67 degrees when I arrived.
Oh my God, yeah. And there's not wind, no wind to be.
Well, we need the wind.
I mean, that flag is as still as can be. And Lapierre gets by one player, sends it through. Now the speed of Polomsky. Here comes Blanchard.
Good, Stephanie.
And there must have been a collision because Blanchard is down.
Stepped on her hand, probably.
Something happened there. So we'll be back in a moment.
Got an egg on the right side of her head. It could be just the way her hair is. I'd say that she got an egg right in the
Oh, really?
top of her forehead on the right side. The left is looking at it.
So it was either a knee from Polomsky might have got her, she's running through,
Or a foot, yeah.
or a foot, yeah.
Okay, Amanda Mahoney has come in to mind the nets for the Warriors. Joey Tremblay here. It's about 14 minutes before 7. He has to be playing pool by 7 o'clock. That starts with P and rhymes with T, and that stands for Tremblay. Anyway, he's making his way. Appreciate Joey coming for the first half, even though he knew he'd have to hurry off. Look at the size of that mosquito. Whoa. Look at the size of them. They're huge. They're eating my camera. Look out. Do not adjust your sets. And Mahoney picks that one up. I am not sure if I will stay in this booth for the next half because it's Everybody down below is still swatting just as much as I am, but it's still a gathering place here, being inside and wide open. Mosquitoes kind of gathering here. We're down to almost 6.5 in the first half. Coach Trombley has been over worrying about the Willboro injury. It's difficult enough to try to do play-by-play while running the camera as it is, but let me tell you, right now, my main
guys, what's the address here? Anybody know?
energy is main energy is swatting mosquitoes. Well, the Chazy ambulance has been is in the process of being summoned. Sometimes they have Corey Thompson at some of these games, but Corey's not here this evening. I think he's mainly at tournaments and playoffs. Whoop. My one hand on the camera, not enough to hold it there, and killing mosquitoes with the other hand. 3.5 minutes in the first half. Chazy's leading this 2-0 against Willboro. The siren is sounding at 9 minutes before 7. Took will pick this one up. No, she'll kick it. It was passed back by her teammate. She can't pick those up. 2-minute warning. makes the stop on a shot by Rachel Pombrio. Eagles bring it back to the 18. There's a cross. About 45 or less. It'll be a corner kick for Chazy. That will wrap up the first half. First half comes to an end with Chazy leading Willboro 2-0 here on this September 20th, 2011. George Brendler Field, beautiful downtown Chazy. The ambulance has arrived. Took less than 5 minutes from the time the siren blew. Quick response. Looks like they'll park it there, then come on the field and tend to the injured player. Mike Cahoon might have been on the scene. His daughter's on the Chazy team. My plan at this point is tape a little bit of the second half as we watch Ricky Morrison and friends wheel the injured player off. We'll tape a little bit of the second half and then get out of here. We just cannot put up with these mosquitoes. Trying to record and swat mosquitoes at the same time just isn't going to work. So we apologize for all the Chazy and Willboro fans, but if you were here, I'm sure you can understand why I'm not going to stick around for this second half. I just cannot really do much of a job recording while I'm trying to literally keep dozens and dozens of mosquitoes at a time. I've got in front of my eyes right now at least a dozen, and those are just the ones in front of my eyes. So I will stay here a little bit longer. Maybe we'll even see another goal before I leave. But just an unbearable number of mosquitoes are out here. The girls have been spraying themselves continually during the halftime. And to be quite honest, the bug spray doesn't seem to work for very long, if at all. So spraying yourself might give you a little peace of mind, thinking that you're helping your situation, but realistically it's not really doing much. I pushed the off button and then swore. I hope my praying didn't get on TV. If it did, I apologize. I'm talking through gritted teeth because if I open my mouth, I'm gonna swallow some mosquitoes. Ambulance is taking off. The EMT from CVPH is here to do the transporting. It's a contract the local fire and EMT service has, or town has, with the CVPH. Okay, some kind of free kick for Willboro. Chazy keeping the pressure on and keeper picks it up. There are several EMTs here enjoying the game. They came over to help out. It's 35-22. I'm going to try to hang on till the 30-minute mark. Just in case something exciting happens between now and then. I do not expect to be here for the final 30 minutes of tonight's game. I put up with a lot of uncomfortable situations to tape soccer, but never like this. It's worse than anything you can get in the spring with the black flies. This is totally unprecedented to be out in our normal neighborhoods in September and have this kind of mosquito infestation. And it's just not this area. It's throughout Champlain, I know, and Rouse's Point. I've heard there's the same. I'm not sure how far this extends, but it's definitely throughout Chazy and in the entire Champlain area. Chazy keeping the pressure on. The little mist starting to cover the field. A little fog coming in. Catherine Took was particularly interested in the bug spray when the injury timeout occurred. I'm sure it's not bothering the players who are running as much as it is us who are merely standing by and battling for our sanity here. But I wish I had a camera just to show the bugs that are floating around me, because at this point it's a little more interesting than the actual game is. It's a goal kick with 31 and a half to go. Red throw. 49 seconds left in my torturing an injured player. Stop the clock. You can see her swatting mosquitoes. She's injured, but we're having difficulty breathing. But still swatting mosquitoes. Everybody swatting mosquitoes. 42 seconds remaining before the clock hits the 30-minute mark. I'm going to start signing off here. I again want to apologize to everyone, Chazy and the Willboro fans, for not being able to continue, but it's just a matter of trying to run a camera and occupy myself with keeping bugs off me is just an impossibility. So as the clock hits the 30-minute mark, I'm going to bid adieu from George Brendler Field. Thank you for watching and supporting Hometown Cable. This is viewer supported local television. We're not paid to be here, although this is what I do for my livelihood. But people who are paying us are the viewer supporters who think enough of our programming to support this. We've had a lot of girls in the past 25 years since we've been taping here. A lot of girls' families from Chazy that have enjoyed our programming and never thought enough of it to help support it. Well, whether you're a first-time viewer or a long-time viewer, we could use your support to keep this programming coming. And thanks for watching.